All right, guys. It's us. It's VJ. Yeah, my voice might sound weird, but that's because that's what it is today.
That's what it is.
We got Luca here. Hello,
Hello, hello.
Luca.
How's it going, guys?
And we have another sanitation engineer, a guest,
Mm-hmm.
another guest,
Mm-hmm.
an actual special guest. Hopefully, Nate doesn't listen to this. He probably won't because he's not starring. Because that'd be crazy. I think that was probably the first episode he watched.
Damn.
Look at
Jesus Christ. Damn, truth bombs
But we
already.
got, yeah. But we got our friend Tom here.
Hello.
Tom is a awesome trader, unlike
Awesome.
everybody else who's ever been on the show. Actually, Nate started to make some checks, so that's good for him. He's
Yeah, absolutely.
popping profitable. Tom's actually profitable, like
100%.
for a while,
Absolutely.
and it's an honor to have him on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Tom, say hello, I guess.
No, thank you. I appreciate being invited on here.
Absolutely, brother.
It's
Yeah.
great.
So
I've
you
already
wanna-
watched a few of the episodes already, and
What do you think about him?
Yeah, what do you think?
I love them. I mean,
Yeah.
the message behind them, I think, is what a lot of traders don't do. It's what they lack is going over mistakes,
Yeah.
going over failures, and improving from them. And the fact that you two do that shows how much effort and how determined you are into becoming a great trader, because
Wow.
no matter who you are and how skillful you are, you will always make mistakes. I may be profitable for over a year or even longer, right? But I still make mistakes. And the thing that keeps me going and the thing that makes me improve every day is by going over the mistakes I make every day and learning from them.
Yeah.
And that's why I love this show so much. It's because that's what you guys do. And I can tell that you guys in the future will be amazing traders, great traders.
Wow.
And that's why I wanted to join. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I
much
love it. I love the
appreciate
message.
that,
I love
brother.
the content.
Almost made
That's
us
okay.
both cry.
Yeah.
Made us both cry.
Fuck
Because
yeah.
Luca's in a serious recession, and I'm just in in an interest rate correction right now. Myself, nothing light.
Yeah.
Tom, do you wanna share anything about yourself outside of trading before we get all crazy here? Anything you want to tell
Yeah,
them?
of course.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying? If
for
you're like a
people,
brother Islam or you're like in a cult, you want to promote or something,
Yeah.
you can do it.
Yeah, do whatever.
Do whatever you want, bro.
for people who don't know me, I'm Tom and I'm 19. I've been trading for a good bit over 2 years now. I started off with, the basic retail concepts that a lot of people know about. So
Yeah.
indicators such as RSI, MACD,
Wow.
EMAs, and
The classics.
used to be a little bit of a trend line and bull flag, bear flag, rising wedge
Luca's
sort of
specialty.
trader. But a bit over a year ago, I learned SMC, which is Smart Money Concepts. Started learning those, put in the time,
Yeah.
and because of those concepts, it led me to be able to do this trading as a full-time job, and I'm forever grateful for it.
Yeah.
Outside of trading, though, I have a lovely family of my mom and my little sister. Amazing, always supported me through everything I've ever done. I've had a history in programming. I used to work as a software developer for about a year and a half before I started trading. So I love to program and stuff.
Yeah.
For my whole life, nearly for about 11 years, I've been doing MMA, more specifically Muay Thai.
Wow.
So
Fuck yeah.
can defend myself if needed to. I don't want to be I don't want to be cocky and say I can
Yeah.
beat anyone up, but the more important thing is I can protect myself, protect my family, protect my girlfriend if they ever need
Absolutely.
that. And
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
that's all it is about me, really. I don't
Yeah,
have a
if
lot,
there was
but-
ever a nade here and there, you can fucking beat his ass. You can dodge his,
I don't think
Fucking
we
lord.
need him for Nate. I think we might need him for
Levi. Levi straight away with the
I mean,
fucking
Levi,
yeah,
jujitsu.
Yeah.
Damn. Jesus
Levi,
Christ.
Levi's sort of packing quite
He's
quite a
lost
few
interest
weapons, I
though.
think.
Where's all the comments? I don't know. Listen, we'll move on. It's a bit of a sore topic, but Levi, I guess he's lost interest in the show. It's whatever. Levi, it's fine. It's fine. Don't comment.
I mean, we had him for a while. I mean,
Yeah.
has he liked and subscribed? I don't know.
I
Hopefully
don't know.
someone does.
I think he has.
Hopefully
but
someone does one of these days, guys.
maybe.
I
Beep, beep.
might. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing it, perhaps.
Yeah.
Boost our
Oh, that's a
numbers.
good question. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Don't do the research yet. Just give me a couple days. I'll get to it. All right, sure. All right, we're getting all sorts of crazy.
Yeah. And so before
one
the
thing
trade,
to add.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Tom.
No, go for it,
you're
Tom.
perfect.
I'm actually really, really blind, so I wear glasses. You guys probably didn't know that. So
No, we
first
did not know
time
that. What the fuck?
telling the public is I have to wear glasses when I'm driving. While I do anything really, I'm quite blind. So
I'm a
Yeah,
glasses guy too, bro.
I'm
Yeah,
a
BJ's a
glasses
glasses
guy,
guy
so-
too, man. I love my glasses
Yeah,
people.
man.
Awesome.
Shout out the glasses
Don't
people.
worry.
Come on.
Shout out to the
You're just
blind.
as scary with them. You know what I'm saying?
Unfortunately, I'm not there yet. Maybe in my fucking other years, but yeah.
Don't you worry. You play enough Fortnite. Oh, come on. You'll be right there, bro.
I played up for
You'll be
that.
right there. Little crunker.
Yeah. Clunker Levi special. Before we go into the trade, I do want to ask Tom some questions. Now moving on to the trading aspect of Tom. As you know, Tom's a profitable trader. I just want to go through Tom's strategy. What he trades, and how he trades. I think you touched up on that on the ICT yet. But what do you predominantly trade, Tom?
So I'm a futures trader, so I trade the futures market, more specifically the indexes and the indices. At the moment, I've been trading the Nasdaq 100, also known as the US 100 index. I've in the past traded the E-mini S&P, or the S&P or the US 500. I've traded a little bit of the Dow Jones, a little bit of the Russell as well. I used to be a forex trader, which means I trade currency pairs like euro to dollar or pound to dollar, stuff like that. So I have a bit of experience in a lot of different markets. But yeah, mainly just futures at the moment. And sorry, what was that?
I was going to say, are there any you prefer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would I really love trading the Nasdaq.
Wow.
The most, for sure. I love the speed.
Yeah.
Of how price moves during the Nasdaq, the volume. I love the adrenaline that you get when trading.
The
Trading
Nasdaq
you know?
is Jesus Christ.
I have to agree.
It's the crack of all trading.
I traded YM for the first
is.
time today. It was pretty nice.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't think it pays the same, yeah. Yeah, I think it's similar in a way. It doesn't pay it. I think NQ certainly pays more, but it has a similar speed to
For sure. Yeah.
NQ is the best though, honestly. Even though, God, it can just punish you sometimes.
It can. As good as it is good, it is as bad as it is bad. You can make $1,000 in 10 minutes, but lose the same. So
absolutely.
When I first started trading, I was actually trading the S&P 500 futures, called ES, and I think that was good for me as to learn on because it moves slower, but the same moves do happen, and I wasn't. It learned me how to manage trades better because it was slower and working on entries and exits, and just learning on it in general, I think was better for me when I started learning.
Yeah. I agree.
Smart money concepts because of, the speed of it, and I only really started trading NQ properly, I guess. And I was more active trading NQ, about 7-8 months into profitability. So, I was a big time, long term I guess, ES trader. But
Yeah.
now that I've fell in love with Nasdaq, I can't really break up with it at all. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
and
want to.
Tom, just before we head into the trade, do you think
Hmm.
that smart money and your venture into ICT concepts, do you think that's like the tipping point of what made you a profitable trader?
100%. There were times when I was trading those classic retail concepts.
Yeah.
There were times when I was making money. There was times where I was losing money. But for me, SMC didn't just give me a why to enter. You know,
Yeah.
with SMC you learn a strategy, right, and all this, right, and it's the same thing with any trader. You've got a strategy and you
Yeah.
follow it, right? But
Absolutely.
the thing with SMC is it taught me why it would do these things, right? And the reasoning behind it, and the reason that the price moves the way it does, and it gave me that kind of why about why price, like on what price is doing,
Absolutely.
and because of that, it made me be able to understand everything that I was learning at a better pace, and I
Yeah.
guess that, learning everything quicker and why, and seeing it happen over and over again very precisely. Um, it gave those concepts gave me the tools to be able to trade the markets and be profitable and be consistent.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I feel like if I was still trading non SMC concepts, I don't think I would be where I am today.
Wow. Okay.
I do not think I would be
Yeah.
where I am today.
A lot of
You
traders
do,
hop in because
yeah.
of all the money on TikTok, all the flashy lifestyle.
Nice cars,
Yeah.
nice watches, everything,
And
and
for
it
the for
pulls people in to
yeah, it
trying
does.
it. Yeah.
Exactly. And I just wanted to add, just before we go on to the trade, what do you think as a profitable trader now, Tom? Do you think that the flashy cars or the whatever lifestyle on TikTok is an accurate representation of what beginner traders should expect while trading, when trading?
No, not at all. I
Okay.
mean, yeah, I'm a profitable
What
trader,
should
but
they
I know
expect?
there's a guy I know who made 20K today, right? And he's been doing it for as long as me, right? But um with all the money you make in trading, I feel like it is completely not, it is completely not how it is at all. I mean, what traders should expect is hell, genuinely hell.
Yeah,
The whole
I
journey
agree.
from becoming a beginner trader to a profitable trader is hell. I've lost friends. My relationship with my girlfriend of over 2 years has been very close to ending because of how much time I put into
Wow.
this, right? I've lost friends. I used to be a very extroverted person. I used to be very loud and outgoing. I am not like that anymore. I'm one of the most introverted people you will meet, in person, and it's changed my outlook on life as a whole. It's changed my life as a whole.
Yeah.
And that's why I first started, is because I saw someone making thousands of dollars a day driving around a nice Porsche or a nice Audi, something like that. And that's why I started. But I had to learn the hard way that that's not how it is. That's only the 0. The top 1% or even less, right? Is those people driving those sort of cars
Yeah.
and living that millionaire, money flowing, rich lifestyle.
Yeah.
And for new traders, I would just expect hell. If you want to become a good trader and a profitable trader and make serious cash consistently out of it, then you're gonna have to go through one hell of a journey to be able to get to that point, because
Yeah.
it
Absolutely.
takes all the time in the world to be able to learn the concepts itself, and then all the time in the world on top of that to find a strategy and execute it consistently, and not be greedy, and not revenge trade a loss, and make sure that you're not too scared to enter into the market. and stuff like that. And while doing all of that, remembering what your plan is and remembering what your strategy is, and it's it's very, very difficult. I
Absolutely.
tried to. There was a point in my life where I tried to go down a professional path and become a professional UFC fighter, right? MMA fighter,
Wow.
right? Sorry. And that was extremely hard, both physically, both mentally. Very, very hard, right? And I would say, with my experience training in MMA my whole life, right? That is the only thing I've ever done that's harder than becoming a profitable trader. There's nothing else in my life. I could even say that this trading journey was harder than becoming a professional fighter, right? But
Wow.
out of everything I've done in my life, and although I'm young, I've experienced a lot. Trading is definitely like the hardest, if not the hardest things to do for a living.
Absolutely. Yeah. No,
It's
I agree.
it's incredibly hard, and I don't want to sugarcoat it at all for any new traders. Anyone who comes to me and says, "Listen, I want to become a trader. I see you making all this money," I will tell you straight away that it is going to be hell, because there's not one person I've met who has gotten profitable within 6 months and not experienced hell at all.
Oh, absolutely.
There's
100%.
no one I know. Thank you.
What do you think, if you had to like encapsulate one point or a multitude of points really, but what would be your best piece of advice that you would have for any like newer aspiring trash traders or
All
trash
right.
traders now that are trying to be profitable traders?
One piece of advice. Alrighty. God, I've never been asked a question like this throughout
It's difficult. It
all
definitely is
my long
difficult.
time of
Yeah, it doesn't have to be one. It
kind of
could be a couple
mentoring
things.
people.
Yeah, it could be
Um,
a couple things that you just think of off the rip. I mean, I think honestly, what you said already is something that I think tell everyone. When people ask me, should I trade? I said, the fact that you're asking me means no. I was like, you should
I
be
would agree with
compelled
that.
to, and then you
Yeah.
have to just do it, and then it's going to be more painful than anyone says. Now, I'm used to pain, but the thing is, like, it's still, even for me with the high tolerance of it, is like super testing and just nonstop testing. You just have to deal with it. It is some of the hardest stuff I've ever had to do as well. I come from like a terrible childhood, and it's like still this test. Is there, yeah, like, so it doesn't need to be one thing, but
It's
anything you can think of.
it's kind of just a question you have to ask yourself. Are you willing to lose your life and lose your well-being to gain financial freedom? If you are, for one, and you only can be 100% certain that you are willing to lose your mind and lose your life to become a good trader and to become a profitable trader and to gain the financial freedom that you can get
Yep.
in trading, then yes. If not, and you don't even know if you're gonna 100% be able to do that, then no. You need 100% of determination, 100% effort put in. There's never any day where I don't put in 100% effort in is a day where I make mistakes. Today is even an example. I woke up late. I was messy. I woke up four. I woke up like 2 hours late. Missed market open. I got on and I didn't do my morning routine that I do on the charts, right? And that caused me to slip up and miss something in a trade. And I lost money, right? As in, I didn't make as much as I should have. Anytime you don't put 100% in is where you will make mistakes and where you will lose money, right?
Yeah.
So if you're not willing to put 100% in, or if you don't know you can put 100% in, don't even bother trying, because if you can't do that, then it's over. Like, yeah, just go and work a 9 to 5, or go try something else. Go try job shipping or affiliate marketing or anything else.
Yeah.
If you want to be a good trader, it's 100%, 100% of the time, or else you're cooked. You are cooked.
Why is that? I mean, I agree with that, but why is it for people who are just like starting? Because I struggle with answering that. I don't understand
Yeah.
why it is that you have to completely.
Okay.
I just know it's that
Because
difficult.
sorry,
You good, bro?
sipping some water. It's hot in here, man.
You good, bro?
Why do you have to put 100% effort in 100% of the time?
What do you think?
Because
Like everyone had to do it that's profitable, and I feel like they sort of did. Like this doesn't come easy to anyone, but yeah, that why?
no,
Why is it?
I do think that everyone who is profitable and everyone who does this for a living put in 100% effort and had sleepless nights and lost friends or lost their social life into doing it. And the reason why is because it is just so hard to be able to read these markets. It's every day is something different. Every day you're looking at something new and taking that information and trying to make money off it. Every day it's you're improvising and trying to take, yeah, you're improvising. That's pretty much what it is. And if you don't have 100% effort in, then you're going to miss something because everything every day is new with these markets. Every day you log on to the charts, there's something new, right? And if you don't have 100% focus, if you don't have 100%, and if you haven't put in 100% effort into learning whatever you're learning, or being strict with yourself, and or even being lazy, you will slip up. And that's just I feel like that's just kind of how it is. I don't really have a kind of black and white clear answer for it,
Yeah,
but
that's fine.
like if you don't put in 100% effort, you're not going to get 100% results. You're not going to get profitability and consistency. You're not going to, you're going to miss things that's happening. You're going to, you know, have a little bit of disciplinary issues in your trading. That's how I feel, with it. And, there's people I've seen and taught who, have been really lazy and always come back to me and say, like, Tom, like, I'm still not making money in this. Like, and with everyone who hasn't made money, or I guess, still or at a roadblock that they can't get over, more likely, that's probably the better
Mm-hmm.
way to explain it, right? It's because they're not putting in 100% effort into getting it done, right? Alrighty, so my trade. Okay, technically my TP was up here, but
Oh no,
nonetheless,
is
we
it
can
me?
get that. Alright, alright. Is my stream working?
Yeah,
I hope it
no,
is. Alright, so the trade I took today, it was during lunch, which is generally a time I don't really like to trade, but I saw something form, and so I took it because I liked it.
yeah,
And what it was I was sitting here watching through this consolidation. And I was waiting for a kind of move to one direction, right? And so I saw it happen. I saw we were just not doing much. To me, this is all consolidation. And I saw this quick, sharp breakdown in 2 minutes. Really sharp, really aggressive breakdown into a 1 hour FVG called a buy sign ABC, right? I saw this and I decided to go long because the time of day, lunch, right? And the breakout between this whole tight range. So I saw this come down like this, and I instantly thought to myself, because we've moved down in this direction so quick, I think this is manipulation. I think that this is going to fake retail breakout traders to going short, and then we're going to come back up and stop them out.
mm,
So the reason I went long here is because we had a quick, sharp move down, and I thought that was manipulation. It was. I went long down here. My fill was about up here. My fill was bad because I wasn't logged in when it happened, so I had to log in and enter later. My stop was down here. I just wanted to, it was around 10 points. I wanted us to, you know, I was allowing a bit of room for us to, I guess, paint outside the lines
yeah,
of this FVG, right? So I gave a little bit of room. I also told myself if I see a strong push and close below this 1 hour BISI on the 1 minute, I don't really want to I want to close out, right? I think we're going lower, right? But this, because from market experience, this is what you generally see. You see a push down and then a quick push back up in the opposite direction really quickly without giving really many, without, really allowing traders to get in. It'll go down as manipulation and then expand away really quickly
Yeah.
to, stop traders from getting into the market. And so that's why the fill was like right up here, pretty bad, but it did exactly what I wanted. We came down, we filled it in a little bit, and then we quickly expanded away, right? And
Okay.
so that was my reasoning for the trade. Is we're still bullish, order flow is still bullish. We've decided to consolidate a little bit here, and so I was kind of thinking of a power of three, a little accumulation, manipulation, distribution. And so when I saw this quick move down, I was like, yeah, that's got to be manipulation. And so I
Yeah.
went long, kind of as a soup at the low and a 1 hour imbalance. Longed it. I took one off at equal highs. I saw this is a very good place to target. And my next target would have been high of day up here. Right? This was current high of day at the time. Right? High of day. Right? But unfortunately, if I look here on the 15 minute, right? This is called a rejection block, right? It's the swing high. It's the large wick of the swing high,
Yeah.
right? The rejection block. And unfortunately, if I go back here, you can see we were failing to push through the rejection block. Now, I didn't realize this until after my stop got hit, actually. I wanted high of day. I forgot about this rejection block here that was holding price down.
Yeah.
And, I ended up trailing my stop up to this low right here. And I got stopped in profit. I bought one down here. I bought another one in this unicorn. We got a breaker. We got an imbalance. So there's a unicorn.
Yep.
Bought another one in this unicorn. Sold this first contract here. And then this second contract, I was aiming for high of day. Right? As soon as we broke, away from this, I moved my stop. Wait, we broke up here. Then we broke up above this high again. I moved my stop here. But yeah, the issue was, then the mistake I made that, cost me $360, right? Is, not realizing that we have to, that there's a rejection block there holding price down. And if we fail to print through the rejection block, we most likely are making a failure swing on the 15 minute, right? And if by failure swing, I mean we've got a swing high and another swing high, failing to take out the last swing high, and then we continue going down, right?
Okay.
Low resistance liquidity run sort of thing. Okay. So
you're saying
that wasn't happening in my mind at the time, and I forgot about it. So I kind of got stopped out
Okay.
there.
I gotcha.
Tom, you're saying when it fails to make a real new high a second time or a third time, it's usually sus. Which do you think?
Even the second time, I was thinking that we're gonna continue making new highs,
Yeah,
right? And that's what I thought was gonna happen because that's what we've been doing, you know.
yeah,
But usually what I do is no matter if I'm long or if I'm short, I want to see price print through or like push through strongly through the rejection block of that high or low, right? And if it doesn't, I'll just take out and close around the rejection block.
yeah.
Today, I forgot and I didn't mark this out. For me, on the charts, it was just like this, and I just saw we were making new highs, right? And I forgot that we had a rejection block here that was holding it down, and that caused me to let price come down and hit my stop.
Gotcha.
If I was aware, and if I was even looked at the 15 minute for 1 second, I would have seen this large wick here and been like, all right, might be used as a rejection block. I might want to close out if we're respecting it. And price did respect it, and it caused me to, get stopped out in profit by 3 ticks. Oh, sorry, a bit more than 3 ticks, like 6 ticks, I think it was. And that was kind of my trash trade.
Yeah.
Is not being aware of what was happening on a different time frame.
Absolutely.
I was stuck on the 1 minute. The horrific mistake of being stuck on the 1 minute today. And I still made $500 on this first contract. I think this was 100 ticks to this high. Yeah, 111 ticks to that high. So I made around $100 on that one mini, and then I got stopped out in profit on the second buy. But I could have made an extra 360 if I looked on the 15 and saw that there was a rejection block there.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
so that one's one for the journal. So,
absolutely.
and honestly, if I woke up at a good time this morning, right, I slept in through half of the morning, so I wasn't able to trade in the morning because I was asleep, right? Um, you know, I was lazy. I forgot to set my alarm. I woke up, honestly, what I did was I forgot to put my phone on the charger before I went to bed, and I woke up, my phone was dead, so my alarm didn't go off, which
Oh,
means I slept in too long, and so I had this domino effect happen of me not charging my phone to me being not fully focused in the charts because I'm overtired and I overslept, and that's that caused me to lose or not make an extra $360. And that kind of goes back to my point in being you have to have a 100% effort in trading, right? And I wasn't thinking about next session, next day, me making sure I'm waking up on time and being disciplined in my personal life, right? I forgot about that. I forgot to, that one mistake of putting my phone on the charger before I slept caused me to not, to lose a little bit of money. And
yeah,
yeah, like I said, it ties back to making sure you're putting 100% effort in, because yesterday I didn't put 100% effort into my trading at all. I kind of put half effort in. I kind of
yeah.
went to sleep, woke up, saw the time, and I was like, oh yeah, I slept through the morning, still logged on, and I was not 100% focused, and that cost me money.
Yeah,
And
I honestly,
I didn't
I
have
think
that effort in.
this is a great representation. I feel a lot of traders, I honestly, I think there's a very common mistake that a lot of traders, they kind of decide to forget about the trade, just let it play out. And the truth is,
100%.
as always in the market, the trade is always going to evolve and change while you're entered. So, especially in this case, it was very good for Tom to trim his contract at PT1, but his only kind
Yeah.
of mistake here was he didn't really pay attention to what was evolving during his trade, because I feel like you could have stopped
Correct.
and you could have realized that this um, that your bias was sort of changing during your trade, and I think you could have
Yeah.
anticipated that a little bit sooner, and you would have saved yourself some money. And I feel like that's definitely
Yeah.
a good lesson for everyone to have, is you always have to protect yourself, no matter what
Yeah.
position you're in. So it definitely depends on how the market evolves while you're trading. You know.
And yeah,
You know,
like as well to add to that, just because you made money and it was a green trade doesn't mean that it was a perfect trade. Doesn't mean you didn't make any mistakes.
Yeah.
I made $500 on this trade and I still made mistakes. I could have made more. I could have, you know, paid a bit more attention to what was happening and, made more
Yeah.
money, and I didn't. And that was the mistake. So even if you make money, it's good to go over your trades
Absolutely.
like these guys do, like I do, to see what you could have done differently to make more money or something,
To improve.
to do
Yeah.
with that,
Absolutely.
to
yeah,
improve. Yeah.
it's
BJ, what do you
crazy
think?
important to do that. There's a couple, one like random thought that I had, and then one like TA based thought. The random thought that I had was it's interesting because I sort of deal with the same thing sometimes, Tom, when I'm holding for my like larger PTs,
Yeah.
because you almost want to be detached to the emotion of seeing the price go up and down. Um, and it's almost easiest if you, even if you're watching the price, just sort of set it and forget it. Just like, yeah, this is
Yeah.
my stop. There's my target. That's what I'm doing. And it becomes very good if the price is delivering for you and you're completely correct.
Yeah.
But it also becomes a symbol, a little bit of a question when you're incorrect, like this where it's like, oh yeah, like this particular thing didn't happen this time and I missed this detail and maybe I should have changed mid trade. It is hard to maintain that balance, I think. I know for me it is, because sometimes PTs get hit, you seem like a god to yourself, which is even the worst part. And then other times you're holding for PT patiently for a thing that's paid out many times, and then it just turns around and you realize after the fact why it turned around. In this particular case, and this sort of leads to my quick second question, but not really. I was in the same trade. I got in where Tom added, and I took profits early because I went super light. But I too was expecting high a day. But then I realized later, because of certain other higher time frame stuff, like high a day almost filled in a daily fair value gap completely, which could. And then after that, we started breaking structure to the downside on higher time frames. Never really broke it back to the upside, even though we were anticipating the draw to be higher. But by the way, in this particular case, that long on that breaker, if you were to take that by yourself, where would you put your stop at?
Here,
Yeah,
just here where this. Okay, so
yeah, because I want
you
to
got
know
this.
if my idea place my stop at. Fine. Yeah. This
Okay,
is a
so let
TA
me just
question.
remove. This is just remove this execution. So I got the breaker here. I just wanna. So breaker. Now, when I scaled in, my stop was still down at this low,
Yeah.
right? And then I moved it up here when we moved. But for this breaker,
Let's say that was your first and
honestly,
only position. Yeah.
first and only position,
Mm-hmm.
I just put it at probably. Let me have a look on a different time frame to see what I do. So at that point, we closed above this high, creating a 5 minute order block. Right? That's a large order block.
Yeah.
Yikes. I'm just
Right.
thinking,
You see,
where would
it's
I put
weird.
it?
The order block is
On the
huge.
3 minute, we have this inverse. Possibly put it like just here below at the bottom of this 3 minute inverse.
Okay.
A lot of the time you can kind of just put it at the FEG low. So you've got this candle, and this candle that makes the FEG,
Yeah.
right? You could put it at the
Yeah.
low of
I
this
put it.
candle
Yeah.
here.
That's where I put it. That's where I
That's
put
a
it.
lot of people do that, and that's fine. I think that's fine. There's that low also sits below this, which is an inverse FEG right here,
Yeah.
right? So you've got the breaker, you've got the FEG, and you've got this inverse FEG protecting you, right? When you sit below this low. So yeah, I think if I was to take my first position here, entry at the CE of the breaker, or I just here, have your stop here, 6.5 points of risk, right?
So
And targeting wherever you want to target.
in this particular case, would it have been appropriate? Like, because I put my stop there, but then I also was thinking if the breaker block got closed through on the 1 minute, then I might exit early. Is that too much? Because also I know if I do too much of that, I'll just lose a lot, and
Yeah,
the
of
trade will
course.
often go my way. I'm like, okay, I almost don't worry about that, but I did remember thinking that, and I was like, I'll just place it here. But would that have been appropriate? I I don't know. Sometimes I get a little mixed up on that, so that's why it's a little straight up TA question.
Yeah, that's
Might be
okay.
helpful too.
So yeah, we've got this unicorn, right? And so it's
Mm-hmm.
very strong because of breaker and FEG. And then you've also got supporting inverse here, supporting inverse right here, just in
Right,
case it wants to dig down, right? But
right,
if I was long here and I see us close below this and we create an inverse,
yeah,
right? Or even close below this inverse right here, so the low of this inverse here, right? I probably would have closed down manually because this is a little bit of a AMD play. You've got this accumulation, manipulation, distribution higher. You want to
yeah,
see when that happens, you want to see a quick expansion away from the range, right? Which is
yeah,
what happens. We manipulate, quickly expand up, come back into the range where there's a unicorn, where there's an FEG, and quickly expand away again. You don't want to see deep retracements into an optimal trade entry or into a discount to go long. You want to see a quick, you know, sometimes you won't even get a retracement at all, and it'll just go and go and go really quickly, right? But the
Right.
fact that it gave one little retracement where you did it right and you bought, right? It's fine to have your
Mhm.
stop here or just below right here, just below the FEG right here, because you want to see it continuing to expand away, move away from the consolidation
Gotcha.
very quickly, right? And if you see it, coming down very deep, that's usually a bad sign that it might be a market maker model, right? A lot of the time in market maker models, you see the consolidation, you'll see a leg push away from the consolidation, and then you'll see it come back up, return to it, and then go, right? And if you see a deeper retracement back into this leg here, and you see it come down here, what it might have been doing is just returning to the consolidation to continue lower. And I think that's kind of what we had here on this 5 minute chart. We kind of dipped down in, we returned very deep back into this whole consolidation area and then moved away.
That's
I mean,
right.
that's kind of
It
what
went
I'm
to
kind of thinking here.
sort of went
And
into
that's
that
kind of,
like this starting order block sort of type of thing.
yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, if you want to play AMD right here, you want to see it quickly move away, not deep retracement. You want to see price move quickly to your target. And it wasn't doing that for me as well. I mean, I got equal highs, which is nice, right? But you know, you want to see a quick
Yeah.
move. Really, it's really
Yeah.
how to put it. You want to see it move quickly. No deep retracements. We didn't even go into a discount at all. No, we didn't. We didn't even go into a discount of this
No.
leg up. So,
Yeah. That's that makes sense because sometimes like I'll be waiting for retraces like that, but then I realize when it's like really algorithmic and stuff, it's gonna go for like the closest PD array often and just leave.
Yeah.
Very interesting, Tom. Tom, that's a
yeah,
fantastic
Honestly,
trash trade,
I
profitable
liked it
and
all. I liked
lesson worthy. Yeah,
I
loved
liked
it.
the introduction was great. I really liked. See, Tom, you absolutely got a special view where you can share to the viewers because you're profitable. You know, you've been through all of the stages of, the journey of becoming a profitable trader. And not only was that great, you had a good insight on what it takes to become a profitable trader. But especially this trade, I think it represents you as a person, Tom. It really does. I feel like you are absolutely profitable. But sometimes you make these mistakes here and there, which is definitely
yeah.
worth sharing or journaling or um, saving. So honestly, I liked it all. I think this was a great episode. We got another character
Thank you.
unlocked.
I appreciate that.
And yeah, the trade was
Another
fantastic. The
character.
lesson learned was very fantastic. And yeah, what else? Are we gonna finish it up, or is there something else to say? What do you guys
yeah, no, we
think?
could kill it. Tom, do you have anything like you want to like promote or something? You could just throw
Absolutely.
it.
Go
No,
ahead.
man,
Use
it's
us,
it's
man.
it's
Use
all
us, man.
right.
Use us, man.
My
Please.
hold on. Where's? I just want to make sure this is right. Hold on.
Yeah, yeah. Give us
Tom.trades. If anyone wants to ask me any questions about anything, that's my Discord username.
absolutely
Tom.trades.
link in bio.
That's
It'll
the
be in
only
the
thing I'll
bio.
promote. Um, that's my Discord username. So anyone watching this, if you're a beginner or even if you're experienced and you got questions about anything trading related, I, c- you know, I've helped a lot of people. I help people for a living, you know, while trading. So any questions, any concerns about what I've explained here or just in general, outside of what I've talked about in this video, just add me on Discord and, I'll do my best to help you out. And that's really only it, because I
Absolutely.
hope and I believe everybody can, you know, do this as a full-time thing and become profitable and find financial freedom through it.
Absolutely. Yeah,
As
and
long as I go through the hell,
I'll
though, right, Tom?
Yes.
absolutely that's gotta come
That's
first.
that's that
But
is that's a canon.
Yeah, absolutely. And listen, all of Tom's social, we'll have some socials or whatever links Tom gives me. It will be in the bio. So check the bio. Check out Tom. He's fantastic. Honestly, great guest. Definitely beats Nade. No offense to Nade, but you know.
Would
Oh,
beat him
Tom,
up too. Would
man.
beat his ass
oh,
too.
he would
Nate,
beat
go ahead and
Nade's
say
ass.
something. Go ahead and say something, dog.
Yeah.
Go ahead and say something,
But
dog.
yeah, honestly, great episode. And yeah, final remarks. Any final remarks, VJ Tom,
No, just
for the audience?
thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, brother.
Tom, you're an absolute pleasure in real life and more so on the show. Thank you so much,
Absolutely.
buddy.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Listen, we'll end this episode here. Like, subscribe, do it all, please. We're begging you on your knees. And
Send
yeah,
money.
listen.
Send
New
money
episodes
now.
Monday and Thursday. You better check it out and turn on the fucking notification bell or whatever the fuck. You guys know what to do. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next episode. All right. Bye bye.
Love y'all.